What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm continuing to show how to make Garten of BanBan 0 in Minecraft. This is part 9, and in this one, I'm going to be going over the cave. Now, I'm not going to show you it block for block. I'm just going to give you the rough dimensions and just how I went about doing it and showing it off a little bit more in detail than what I'm showing right here. But here is the cave anyway. It's just slabs and blocks. I don't believe there's any stairs involved, which I didn't mention, but I will mention it here. Anyway, yeah, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. So this will be like a really easy segment, I'm not gonna lie. It is not gonna be particularly long because it's not gonna be block for block, and I'm not even gonna finish the thing. So you wanna, I know I'm sorry. You're gonna wanna just head inside and head to the red pathway as mentioned. And you're just gonna break through the floor. I know that I was already outside, but whatever, leave me alone. I would advise making the red concrete section fully, like, visible. Just kind of breaking the snow and just finding the outline of it. And once you kind of find one side, the other should be easier, although I know they are asymmetrical. So it should be like that, and just kind of replace all this snow with red concrete. Doing this with the other ones might also be logical, because I believe, if I remember, you actually can see them from the underside. Because there's just nothing blocking it for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Like, there's no... It's just all floating, basically. There's no, like, structure or anything. And so you're gonna really just need cobbled deep set and black concrete for this, I'm not gonna lie. And so if you just, like, take this... I'm gonna get out oak planks as a placeholder here. You're just gonna, like, count down with 6 blocks, and then place a cobbled deep set underneath that row of 6. And I would start by spanning this row the entire length of this, like, first row of red concrete, and then I can give you numbers from there for the sizing of it. I won't give you the length number exactly. I mean, I might, actually. But I'll just kind of try to give you what's going on here. So, from that point, you'll extend that row left by 4, an additional 4, I should say. Along with right by probably also 4. Yes, 4 again. Extending the side towards you by 8, and then you'll connect together from there. I'm just giving you boxes here. The boxes are really only so you know how far you need to, or how big you need to be. I wouldn't fill in the entire box, and I'll explain that more in a second here. Now, from this point, again, it's kind of up to you how far down you actually go, but I'm gonna bring it down, or bring down the corners with 21 blocks each. And then just create this box again at the bottom. Just like this. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. So yeah, you should have a box, pretty much. Now, there isn't really any making sense of this yet, so what you can just do, I guess, from there is bring down... This is so weird. Bring down the corners an additional... We're going to say 13, and then make the box again. This one really won't make sense, but I can make sense of it in my head, so I'll have to get you there, but it's weird, that's all. So let me explain what I can. This top portion is like the portion you fall down. The bottom portion is the actual cave pathway, and then this here is the floor. If you want to fill this in just to have some sort of a visual, that's okay. But it's not particularly required to do so. Now, as for the directions of the pathways, let me just make sure that I don't get this wrong, because that would definitely be something I would do 100%. Yeah, so going towards the room itself, I'm not going to give you the exact number here, but go like... Because it's a void, or it's a black off, just go like 15 blocks or something. So for some reason for this part, I say 2 different things, and I'm right the first time I say it. The short side, which is the one we start with, wants to be going like across this room here. The long side wants to be going towards like that room over there. I just invert it in the way that I build it, but that is what I say originally. I say that it ends up, the long side ends up going away, which was correct. I don't know why I messed it up. But anyway, yeah, that's really all. I'll go 12. And then I will box it again. Yeah, that's fine. Just like this bottommost layer of the box. Except it is going to be a full cube, I guess. To make your point, or to make the point. And this side, I think I did end up going lower, or one of the sides. Yeah, no, it was this side. I went lower with this portion. Essentially, I have the ceiling curved, like, down, and then it goes back up a little bit, but, yeah. The end wall here is just going to be entirely black concrete. I'll just slash fill this real quick. Just to get my point. Oh, God. And then I'll manually fill the row that I accidentally just am not going to fill here. Say it like this. As for the other direction, it's a little bit longer, I would say. So, let me give you the number real quick. You're gonna go 103 blocks out. I think I did that right. Let me just confirm. Yeah, cool. You should, I think, be the furthest thing over in the map now. Not by much over those rooms, but you are, in fact, the furthest thing over. And so you can just box this one off again, and yeah, you will be on the opposite side, because I'm just realizing I have this wrong here, but that's okay, whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much like the cave size. Now, I wouldn't fill in the walls. I made the mistake of filling this entirely in, and then going back and breaking in divots and pulling out divots. But I think it would be easier and to your benefit to just kind of terrain the walls as you go rather than trying to terrain off of an already flat wall. Having the kind of borders are going to be nice. Obviously, again, as I mentioned, you should probably go further out than them at certain points, but it's ideal to not follow them perfectly, but to just do whatever. And it doesn't necessarily have to look great. If you want, you could literally just make like a circular tube almost. And I wouldn't particularly be against that myself. But yeah, the floor does change some as well. I'll go over to the other map real quick, and I'll show you what's kind of going on. The oak is not particularly important. You can ignore that. But yeah, and I'll explain this black box in like 10 seconds here. Just, I do want to show you what's going on here. So, as you can see, that's the original box. I do have a little bit of this kind of popping out here. This is the line I made, and then this would go further out. So yeah, just kind of getting the shape there. And you just want a couple lights dotted around. I don't even have these particularly accurate position-wise. This one, these two are. Essentially below where you fall, as you can see, I'm off a little bit here. You just kind of want some prismarine like this on a little raised platform around the rest of the floor, which would be lower. And that is where you originally fall, and the blue blood is shown. But yeah, and then I have the lights lining up on either side. And as you can see, I didn't go far on this side. But, like, I just have a lot of kind of different edges and angles, just making sure that all of your angles aren't the same, right? That's really the main goal with this, is to just kind of have something rough, and when you look at it, it's a lot of, like, different things. You got cracks, you got these. I love these are fun to make. You see them, like, almost everywhere. I kind of do different variations of them each time. And then you got, like, a raised floor where it falls back down, and you got, like, a crack under there, and then it's just the end. You know, again, it's not perfect. Some parts look good, some don't. But you just kind of wanna just play around with it. Honestly, just go for whatever. Or again, you could really just go for a cube. It's up to you entirely. I didn't go accurate, except for like obviously this was accurate. I had to make sure I wanted this to be right. But other than that, like it doesn't matter that much, frankly. Because who's going to see it anyway, right? I don't actually have it accessible technically from the map. I mean, you can break through and find it, but yeah. As for the black concrete box, I'll give you a minute, but if you want to just do this now or wait till after, it doesn't matter either way. So, in line with the white concrete walls, you're just going to bring down like 7 or whatever, however many layers of black concrete until you're in line with the top row of cobbled deep site on the like top part of the cave here. A block below that, you're going to fill in the entire like middle here with black concrete. So essentially, to give you more of a visualization, I'm going to go right here because I don't actually need to go just in line with the walls necessarily. And I'll just note where this is, and I'll just take it across. And so essentially, that's fine, whatever. Essentially, it's just going to make it so you can still see the underside of the main room itself, but beyond that, you can't really see much else. And that is what we're going for here, in fact, because you can basically see the underside of it. Like, there's nothing there. You can just see the, I guess, bottom side of the floor, but yeah, that's just an endless void. And you could, I mean, I wouldn't go, you could go lower, I guess. Like, you could, in theory, go all the way down to just sit on top of the cave. That also works. And yeah, I'm just gonna end up for the floor here doing something a little questionable, but it is gonna work, so it's fine, surely. But I'm just gonna slide in here and do that, and then I'm gonna go to the opposite corner, and I'll just do a keep command, and then just break whatever's in the middle. Boink. So I'll break you, and then I just have to go here and hollow out the middle of this square. But yeah, I do apologize the cave isn't block for block, because I didn't make it accurate anyway. I don't see the point of even trying, and, you know, the caves are just actual hell to tutorialize. I'm not looking forward to the one in Chapter 2 that I probably have to do, unless I measle my way out, or, that's not the right word, ease my way out of it. What was the word I was looking for? I don't know, it wasn't that. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, I mean, I know what it is, but yeah, that is short. I'm sorry for just hitting you with like a two-second part after like 45 for 4 straight. But, you know, it is what it is. But once you're done, ladies and gentlemen, that is Garten of BanBan 0 complete. Next up is probably Badum, unless I ended up alternating. But I'm not really sure right now what is happening, because it depends on how long it takes me to get through the next segment of Chapter 2, and then just kind of get Badum ready. But either way, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video. As for Garten of BanBan, whatever the next number is, 2 would be the one. I don't have any plans yet, so I'll probably announce once I'm at a point to where I feel confident in either A, doing it, or B, just, you know, telling you if I have plans for it. But either way, with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.